So we are currently watching Northern Ireland against England. It's currently 5-0. There's 13 minutes left of the game. And actually, Northern Ireland started all right. They were defending okay. It should have been 1-0 up earlier on. About 5 minutes in the first half, but Ellen White put it wide of the goal. My name's Shaban. This is my sister Russia. Please subscribe. Bottom right there. Just click subscribe because I'm not doing this for the fun of it, okay? Got little mouths to feed. I'm joking. Friday night, I must say, I was actually booked to go to this game. My family have all come down. My work ended up changing. I thought it would actually be nice to sit and watch it on the TV and then do this with you at the end. Russia is with me. Russia plays for the WSL and Republic of Ireland, funnily enough. As we know, Rush, this was going to be either one of those games where pride takes over and Northern Ireland defend for their lives, as we know they can do against England, and then when they concede one goal, it's kind of like a pattern after that, and that's what seems to have been happening in this game as well. Just before we talk about the detail of the game, what's your thoughts on Northern Ireland being at this tournament?
I'm just going to start by saying if I'm looking away, it's only because I'm catching the end of the game. I'm just watching the game, okay?
Yeah,
but look, my views on them being there is, look, congratulations for qualifying. I know it was then between themselves and Wales in the end for who got there, and it turned out to be Northern Ireland that got there. Wales missed out. I've heard Kenny Shiels say in an interview that they're there too soon.
Do you like that? I like that Kenny Shiels says that. I like that he's owning the fact that they're 47th FIFA ranked and don't belong in this tournament. And he's like, we're not trying to act like we're going to go out here and win. We're just going to go out and we're going to try and take those baby steps towards being a better team. They've got to bear in mind, Northern Ireland are the first ever of their country that have done this.
I hear that. But I also then go back to him and heard in another interview, on the same interview, when he said that they're there too soon. But the only way they're going to get better is learning and by sticking to their sort of playing style and their values, which playing out
from the back.
Yeah,
stop playing out from the back.
I totally disagree with that, because when you're in these tournaments, and especially if you're there ahead of time, then take advantage of knowing how to be compact, how to defend, how you have to. Teams will have to really, really try and break you down, and you make it as difficult as you can for them. I would really believe in that. And once you can get that right, and once you think, do you know what, we've got this, then you move on to the next step. And then that would be more, what do we do in possession, or do we have the ball playing out from the back? We can play it from the back, but we can kick the ball far. We can try and hit our centre forward. We can hit a winger, and that's still playing out from the back. But I think he's maybe been a bit too... Yeah, they're not there yet. They're not
Is he too stubborn to play this kind of
there's
football?
only X amount of players in that team that are playing in WSL or are playing in full, not even WSL, like professional environments. So how does he expect them to then... You have to get to the level. You have to get to the level. You've got to get more players in your team to get to that level before you can start competing, and then before you can start getting better, and then actually putting your own stamp and philosophy on how you want to do stuff to get better. So I'm a wee bit... I don't totally agree with what you said there, but I'm happy they're in the tournament because I think it's great for them. It's great for the nation. Wow, for some of the girls, what a great taster of what the next elite level is like. So I'm pleased for them. But before the game, I don't want to be negative. Before the game, I thought this is going to be a doing, and then you see the first half and you go, do you know what? Fair play, well done. But I also said before half-time, I was like, they need to hang in. They need to not concede. They conceded 2 before half-time. And that's it. It's so hard. Even in these teams, I've been there myself in WSL, where you play better teams. You play the top 3, and you're holding on, you're clinging on. Yeah. And you get to half-time, you come out after half-time, the first 5-10 minutes, you concede, boom, floodgates open. Yeah. Nightmare.
It's like the sting's been taken out of the game from that moment of that, when everything's broken up. In fact, last week, funnily enough, in Southampton, watching Northern Ireland against Austria, they had to do the water breaks because it was so hot.
Yeah.
And Northern Ireland were pressing well. They were doing all right. They were just gaining momentum. They looked like they were hunting for a goal. Water break, 32 minutes. sting out the game. That was it. They were on the downward spiral from them. So it does feel like this team, when they're on something and they start to gather that pace and power, they can maintain. But if it doesn't come to that, it's never going to come. You know, like they even watching this game just now, it's just like they can do better than that. But at the same time, they're 47th against number 1. Great story. Kenny Shiels, who I think I've got a bit of a thing for. Don't ask me why, but I don't know if it's the Northern Irish charm. I know he's also a bit old school, which I think I quite like.
Right.
He qualified for Northern Ireland. Beth Mead. Oh, right over the net. She's so good. Wow, she's so good. Northern Ireland had qualified in the playoff. A couple of weeks later, he went into a Costa coffee shop in Belfast. One of his players served him his coffee, and he thought to himself, "Oh God, we've qualified, and these girls are going to go and play England, which he values as one of the best teams, thanks to Phil Neville." What is it you've heard about Phil Neville and the England team? Is he a legend of England, or was he not so much liked by some of the players?
No, I think it started off very well, but I think from what I've heard from some other sources, no one directly from the team, is they wanted a bit more. They wanted just a bit more, and at the same time, he'd been doing a bit of coaching, but I think he was new in the women's game. I think where the lionesses are at, they just wanted a bit more detail in certain areas, and I don't know if he was the man to give it. And I don't know if that was down to, I'm not saying that's not down to, God, the guy's played a lot of football, very experienced, he's done it all, he's been there, done that, he's a great player in his day and stuff, so I think everyone respects that, everyone respected that. But as a coach, he's probably still kind of learning his trade to a certain extent, or manager, and he's not 60.
He's 60.
He's not.
He's 60.
He's not 60. Phil Neville.
Oh, sorry.
Who you think that?
Kenny Shiels.
Oh, right, aye. We're talking about
Sorry,
right, aye.
Lost
Okay.
track there. Another goal. There's been another goal.
Yeah, it's been there for a while.
Oh, not another one. Oh no.
Must be coming up because we're just a tiny bit behind.
Oh, right. So the 5th goal was an own goal, and it looks like the 6th goal was another own goal. Oh, from Burrows.
We're just a tiny bit behind here, so it must catch up.
Ghettos, man.
But yeah.
See.
But look, one thing I would say about Northern Ireland, what's nice is I think he's given a few people the
just
time on the pitch, which is nice now because he's going, here you go, get your cap, get a taste of these Euros. The game's done.
It's Captain Callahan. She's got a wee ghetto.
So fair play. Yeah. But that's the thing. That's I'm not being disrespectful when I say anything about Northern Ireland, but it's so hard because they are working. I've been there. I've done it. I've done it for years. You have to work and then go to training and then on the side do a bit of extra to be fit, to be top fit. And it's so hard. Like nowadays, people, like kids now, they've got the luxury access of going to academies, and a lot of them now, we've got a few girls that they go to school like a day or two, and the rest they're training full time. That's fantastic. I would have absolutely loved that, but you didn't have that opportunity. But it's got its pros and cons, don't get me wrong, it's got its pros and cons, but I think for Northern Ireland to get to the level, they have to get a taste of it, to see how far off it they are. And these players will go away and they'll go, geez, was I fit enough? Was I good enough? Was I technically good enough? Was I tactically good enough? And they can go away and get better, but you have to get a taste of it, and you have to get the defeats, you have to get the hammerings to then come back stronger and go, okay, am I a wee bit closer this time? Okay, now what? And it's all a learning game, but I'm sure these players will be mature enough and they will have loved the experience of playing in England with all this crowd and fans and how good it's been, and they'll get better. Yeah,
this is the future for Northern Ireland. This is what will go on to happen in the future. We girls now know that they can do that, and this is a career opportunity for them as well as a passion. And they're the first that's ever done that. Alessia Russo for England, by the way, just popped up on the TV there. She's got 2 goals so far in this game. 4 goals in the competition. No, 1 now.
She came on as a sub a couple of times and she scored.
Outstanding player. I love watching her for Manchester United. Do you know our brothers
Is
are
it
4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what's funny? This is going to be people going, who are you? What the hell have you done?
Go on.
When I first seen her play, I was just like...
When was the first time you saw her play?
Going back early on in the season. Last season.
Just last
Last
season?
season. Yeah.
What, 2 seasons ago or a season?
She had been in America at uni, I'm going to say.
Beth Mead again. Beth Mead.
Cup.
Oh, you can't finish your dinner!
She's had the stinker. She'll be
That
raging.
was
That was a hat trick there
That
for
was
her.
the commentator's curse.
That was a
Of
hat trick for her
Alessia
there.
Russo.
Great, but if you look at her run, the timing of her run
Offside.
could have been off. I need to
Could have
see
been
what
off,
that is. I don't even know who plays that. Is it Toon? Toon plays it. Great cutback from Mead.
And skies it.
And Russo just hangs about for the cutback, peels away from defender. She's free. She will be gutted because that's a hat trick. She probably knows as the ball's coming in, here's my hat trick, and that's what she's probably thought going through her head, and she's not executed it right. But yeah, what a talent, what a player. Massive future in the game. I think if she goes the way she's gone, she'll have a few very, very big clubs after her. Obviously, she's not signed a contract extension with United there.
No, I think she could. I think she could go PSG. I think she could go. Not
think she's
Barcelona because there's got too much forward attacking talent, but I think she could go PSG. I think she could go Lyon, Wolfsburg.
She's still young, and I think it's good that she still stays within this league, or if she wants to go and try another bit, fine. But she needs to keep developing and give her a few more years, and she's going to be world class.
She's absolutely.
She's got all the attributes, and she's frightening in the air.
Yeah,
so strong physically,
big
and
girl.
timing in there is phenomenal.
Seems likable and sound as well. When she, you know, when you kind of judge people on how they talk. I do that, and I really enjoy listening to Alessia Russo talk.
Right.
Rachel Daly. What's the story, Ballamore? Rachel Daly plays in attacking midfield.
No, I'm sure
Striker.
at club she plays up front. Yeah.
She's left back for England, and she's the top goal scorer for her club, Orlando Pride.
Houston Dash.
Houston
I've
Dash.
said this how many times, and you keep ignoring me when I tell you.
I know.
Houston Dash.
I've got 2 kids. Houston Dash is the top goal scorer, and she plays left back for England, and she's fine with it because she's like, it's fine. There's enough attacking talent up there. I'm happy to just be on the field. How important is it to be versatile in the game?
There we are, time's up.
That's it, full time.
5 now.
Full time, 5 now. Why did I get a notification saying it's 6
Yeah,
now?
I'm not
It's
sure.
been amended. Look, Burrows, Northern Ireland scores an own goal. Northern Ireland nil, England 6. Look, we knew it was going to happen. Norway were beat 8-0. Northern Ireland have to walk away from this game going, do you know what? We were here. It was a first. England are outstanding. Beth Mead's on fire. Oh, Sarina Weigman wasn't there tonight. Of course. Look, there's Beth England. Beth England can't get in a sniff. I feel for her because I like Beth England, but Alessia, you're looking at the future here now, aren't you? But it sounds bad, but Beth England's just a few years too late, like Lauren Hemp.
No, I think you're wrong. That's not true. I wouldn't say that. She's not a few years too late. She's doing what she does at a high level in the game. It's preference, and Sarina thinks that Alessia, I'm going to say, this is my opinion, so I'm not saying this is what she said now, so I'm backtracking that wee first bit of the sentence I said. Alessia Russo is a more clinical, natural finisher than Beth England.
Yeah.
And she sees Alessia Russo as Ellen White's next successor. Beth can play, and she knows probably Beth's attributes, but right now, as a finisher, I think Alessia Russo is more natural at finishing, and she's technically better, is what I'm going to say. But I also think Beth England is a fantastic player, and wow, what a player to have in the squad. But look at the England bench. It's fantastic. It's phenomenal.
You've not even seen your teammate Jill Scott yet, bless her. Well, she got a goal in the warm up.
Yeah, but she came on the last game for the last 15.
I know, and then everyone just loves her because she's Jill Scott.
Great girl, great person, great player. She's been there, she's done it all, and she's still going. And she's still, what a great person she's to be and have her in the squad, and what a great role model for the younger people coming through. We're
just watching Northern Ireland now go up to their fans at St Mary's. The Green and White Army have been travelling with them for the last 2 weeks, and I've been at St Mary's for the first 2 games against Norway, against Austria, and I've loved it. Look at them. I mean, that's support. That's a select group of fans who will travel and go with you, and they're still having a good time. That's the beauty about this, is the fact that they're here. They've got the first chance, and it's a start. and it's a stepping stone in the right direction. England now have Spain, pretty much Spain, in the quarterfinals. Where do England go from here? Go on, give me your honest assessment here. I want to know what you think might happen. Apart from the fact you play for the Republic of Ireland and you're never going to support England, what's your honest assessment in their route through the Euros? Can they win?
I think they can. I think they can. And before the tournament, I was saying no. Before the tournament, I said Norway will give them a game. Norway will challenge them. You're looking at the front three for Norway.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, it was abysmal. And Norway,
Best in
I'm
the
sure
world.
were absolutely horrified and disgusted by the performance, because when you actually look at the performance and you see the defending, it was atrocious. But the manager should have changed that, and he should have got a rocket up the girls' backsides. Didn't happen. The goals were so cheap. At the same time, England were on it. England were phenomenal. They are cruising, but I'm still waiting for them to come up against a tougher opponent.
Who's the tougher opponent then?
Look, Spain's going to be a tough game for them. Spain play ball. Are Spain mentally there now to go, right, we're playing you on your home patch, let's have it? Right now, I personally think Spain are missing a natural finisher, a natural number 9 that can...
With Pate's been out.
No, well, she's a midfielder, so no.
Hermosa.
And I'm not interested. She's out now, and Hermosa's out. Yeah, 2 quality players, but they're still missing like a focal point in the team, like that real focal point. They've still got players that are absolutely fantastic, but they're just missing as a team in general the cutting edge, a finisher. But the football they play is still absolutely frightening. Look at that turn. Fantastic! That's brilliant.
Alessia Russo's second goal.
Yeah.
Look at that turn.
See, that's so natural here. That's instinct. I'm taking this on a half turn. That's beautiful. Yeah, fair play.
She's just turned.
This one's fine.
Second goal.
Poor defending, because they've just ran back to goal, but they've not picked up the players going in there. Sorry for the one over the bar. That's a hat trick there. That would be the hat trick.
For me, she's a player of the tournament. I know we know about Lauren Hemp. I know she's the future of England. I know that, don't get me wrong, I love Beth Mead. I love that she's back in the game. I love that she's been clinical in front goal. But Alessia Russo, I'm just like, there's something about you. There's something. And I know Northern Ireland's not the blueprint as to how to progress through this tournament. Look at St Mary's there full time. Look at that. That's sold out.
It's good to see.
Excellent to see. Listen, before you all fall asleep, there she is there, Alessia Russo, bless her heart.
Sorry, I've got a few days off, so I've had 2 glasses of wine, which I'm allowed to enjoy right now, and I'm just not letting it get too warm. So.
Oh my God! As well, Austria.
Has there been a late goal?
Austria 1, Norway 0.
It's finished. Wow.
Jeez Louise. Interesting times. Austria are out the group. Norway aren't. That's a shock.
No. Austria are in. Yeah.
Austria are out the group though. They get out the group with England. Norway don't get out the group.
Oh yeah, sorry, for the next round, yeah.
Northern Ireland,
Austria
no
and England are through. Wow.
That's a shock.
No,
anyway,
just Norway manager is going to get sacked after this, because that is wow.
Yeah.
You can't get them ticking together. That team they've got is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I cannot believe they've not progressed out of the group. But fair play to Austria. Obviously they've got you've seen them after the second game and where they crashed the interview, but some people might have looked and said that's too much. That's just focus on the next game, stop celebrating. But they obviously shows they've got a good togetherness, a good team morale.
Yeah.
Fair play to them.
Yeah.
Didn't expect that. Well, do you know what? I didn't call it because I played the bracket game on the Euros app, and Austria weren't getting out of the group. So yeah, Norway were, and so were England.
Yeah. Wonderful. Well,
next game though, what we're saying? Who's winning, England or Spain? I'm petrified.
I think it's England. Says the proud Scots women.
Right now it's looking like it. I love Spain, they're phenomenal, but I'm going to go with the confidence that England are playing with and the fact that England are scoring goals.
Yeah, that's they're just being ruthless.
And there's different players on the score sheet each game.
Yeah.
And their top players are chipping in each game too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be England.
Have a good weekend. We might do another one over the weekend anyway. I'm going, who's that?
Northern Irish girl.
Bless her heart. I'm glad she's there. Okay, it was good to chat. Gabby Logan looks younger every time I see her.
Yeah.
Look how fantastic she looks. That was interesting. Thank you, Rusha. Training to Monday.
2 days off and we're back to it. Back
Lovely
to the grind.
stuff. Loving the Euros. Absolutely obsessed. Cannot wait for what's to come. I can't believe we're still in the group stage. But it looks like the Lionesses
few more days and it's all into the
It's
big next round.
coming home.
Don't dare sing that.
I'll get evicted from my family. Night night. Bye bye.
Bye.